I hope everyone had a wonderful off week with your families, eating a lot of turkey, enjoying some football. But now we turn the page in the Tuesday nights for the ISRL the rest of the way until Christmas. Kennametal 188 coming up here next. We've got points. We've got the schedule, album announcement. No, I'm not a rapper. Got 5 minutes. We'll be there. not as a simple of a task as it would be changing between songs and things. But ladies, gentlemen, Ford drivers, and everyone who thinks that the tricky triangle is either a NASCAR track or a mysterious position in a romance novel, welcome to the ISRL Kennametal 188 here at Pocono Raceway. I am your host, your narrator, your emotional support announcer. That's right, I am xHoRsEbOaTx, and I'm super dangerously excited to be on the call here tonight. My doctor told me to avoid environments that spike my adrenaline, and I said, buddy, have you seen the ISRL standings? Because I'm already dead inside. We're good. We're good. And speaking of the standings, we're just going to get right into that. That's what I love to do. Oh, buddy, buckle up, because race 7 after Charlotte absolutely took this leaderboard, shook it like a vending machine that ate your dollar, and slapped half the field into new life choices. Looking at the points, you have Matthew, Call Me Daddy Fleming, is still on top with 606. Due to so far above the cut line, he's basically in orbit. NASA has begun tracking him. He's already locked in. He could show up tonight in a kayak and still advance. Mike DeWalt is sitting in P2 like a man who pays his taxes early and alphabetizes his spices, which I think he does. Calm, steady, 0 wins. Probably drives with both hands on the wheel. We respect it. Thomas Meeks in 3rd, also winless, but 176 points above the cut. That's not a cushion. That's a lazy boy recliner with a mini fridge. But then we hit Brad Gutierrez, climbing the charts like a man who just realized he can't afford to miss another paycheck. 1 win, 3 top 5s, vibes immaculate. Jeremy Ushman, however, dropped a spot. He's still 82 above, but you can feel the sweat forming. Somewhere right now, a pit crew guy is just whispering, please, Jeremy, I have student loans. From there, it becomes a violent mosh pit disguised as a points battle. Min Hang, Ryan Robertson, Michael LeBron James all climbing like raccoons breaking into a trash can. Then you have Nathan Fuller still clinging to the wild card like a man hanging off the back of a departing bus. And Henry Kalhoff down 5 spots in a P12. My brother in Christ. What happened? Did someone unplug your router mid-race? Did a goose hit your windshield? This playoff picture is messy, messier than my TikTok For You page at 3 a.m. And tonight at Pocono, the track shaped like a geometry assignment you lied your way through. All hell is going to break loose. And that brings us to our sponsor. Again, we'll go back out. Our sponsor for tonight's event, you got to give them some love, Kennametal. Appreciate that. Race 8 of 15 here tonight. Again, tonight's chaos is brought to you by Kennametal, who said, sure, we'll sponsor 30 grown adults slinging digital stock cards at 200 miles an hour in a giant obtuse triangle. And honestly, I respect that. Huge shout out to THDesigns, powering the league, powering the graphics, powering the dreams, and powering my sense of self-worth. Now, before we unleash all the chaos, all the craziness, everything that you see, we're going to go back out here because I got to do it one time. Because I'm very excited about it. I'm just going to get it out of the way. I may do it again if time allows. And if I can find the fucking button. All right. Again, I got to plug this stuff not because I want to, because legally, spiritually, and financially I must. Again, follow, like, subscribe on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. If you don't follow me at least on one of these platforms, I will narrate your entire life from behind you in real time, loudly, incorrectly, and with reverb. And hey, while these drivers are out here trying to survive the tricky triangle, let me hit with y'all something huge. Your boy xHoRsEbOaTx is officially dropping his debut album, followed by none, coming January 6, 2026. Pre-save and pre-download as the go live goes December 12th, 2025. So mark your calendar, set an alarm, tattoo it on your thigh. I don't care how you remember, just do not miss it. This album is loud, it's emotional, it's unhinged, and honestly, it hits harder than a last lap dive bomb for Matthew Fleming. So when you're done watching these maniacs race for points tonight, go pre-save followed by none. Everywhere music exists, support your local xHoRsEbOaTx, or I swear I'll narrate your dreams in fucking autotune. Test me. Test me right fucking now. But I digress. We are getting to the point of no return, and the point of no return is qualifying. Getting everybody in here who's in here. taking a look tonight at the race settings. Look like 75 laps here tonight is on the docket. And we'll go out there real quick once we get somebody out there on the track. Again, they have 1 fast repair, 60% fuel, and 4 total tire sets, 1 on their car and 3 over the wall. But again, this is race 8 of 15, the Kennametal 188 qualifying up next. Great, I have a beer. This is good. This is good. We're in good hands. Again, always appreciative of anybody. Steven Jr. said, share on Instagram. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Again, share this live. If you haven't already, do it now. We're having a good time here. Let's go out on the track. Let's reach out and touch someone. And I mean appropriately. All right, so we got Ryan Robertson, and I'm pressing too many buttons way too soon. He's out on the track here for his first lap of qualifying. Again, running that Scott's toilet paper. Oh, yeah, love it. Toilet paper, paper towel. You might have wiped your ass with both at one point. Looks like starting lap number 1 right now. Let's ride on board with the man, Ryan Robertson. Apparently something I didn't know about Ryan. Ryan seems to be a ladies' man. Look at this profile. Oh, you can't see it. With the 6 in his face. It's a handsome cat. Fortune Postman was quoted, he's an absolute unit. And I met him in real life. He is. He's the real deal in the 16. Coming out of 3. Handling it smoothly like a spill from Scott's. First lap qualifying here. 53.13. Again, I messed that up like I mess everything up. Good for lap number 1. Jeremy Ashelman with the 52.89 on the pole right now. Henry Kalhoff there with the 52.94. John Fenoy reporting in with the 53.72. And Steven Jr. with the 54.06. $53.13. Coming around one more time. Hitting that start-finish line. It's going to be a 50. Looks like 53.07. Good enough for 5th. Mike DeWalt right now, your top dog with a 52.77. Can he do any better? Got Militia there with the 52.79 and Skylar Comstock with the 52.85. Out of turn 3 at Pocono. Ooh, ever so close to that wall. Able to stay off it. Let's go. Start-finish line. 52.94. His first lap was better still sitting on that pole. Let's go out now to the 11 of Minhang and that Ducati Ford Mustang, number 11. First lap was a 53.04, good enough for 10th at the moment. Oh, man. Getting up close and personal with the wall without hitting it. Good job by Minhang. See how he handles here, turn 2. That chute, if you hit it just right, you get so much speed out of there. And then on to turn 3. Hits it beautifully here. Let's see what he does coming out. Ooh. I love that angle. Makes me cream every time. 53.01 isn't going to change anything, but did a little bit better. Currently 11th for the 11 of Min Hang. And it looks like that is it. Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Militia, Skylar Comstock, Brad Gutierrez, Jeremy Eshelman, Nathan Fuller, Chris Pugliese, Henry Kalhoff, Thomas Meeks, and William Robbins. Your top 10 here for qualifying. Fantastic. All right, they're going to get warmed up here. Let's see if I can talk to anybody. We're going to get both the boys from Globo Gym. Got to get both the boys in here at once since they're on the front row. Mike DeWalt and Jonathan Militia. Well, well, well. We meet again, gentlemen.
What's up,
on the
boy?
front row tonight for the Kennametal 188 at Pocono. How are you gentlemen feeling about your chances here?
I'm feeling all right. I mean, I got an EOL, so I forgot about my EOL.
Oh, shit, that's a good reminder. So, stay with me, yeah. All right, penalty report from Charlotte. Nathan Fuller's got an EOL. Tristan Acevedo, John Fenoy, Scott Bell, Jonathan Militia, all have EOLs. Thank you for the reminder.
EOL, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And Connor Rowe has to do a pass-through at the start of the race. But, John, what were you saying?
Hey, all I know is my car feels good, even though I'm starting last.
John, how do you feel about starting on the front row tonight?
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel great.
Yeah, douchebag.
It's going to be awesome, dude. I'm going to be starting like 30th.
It'll be all
See
right.
if half a lap under caution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be all right. We'll have a good time. It's going to be fun. My goal tonight is to finish on the lead lap.
There you go.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. Maybe you guys get win number 1. Maybe win 3 in a row for Jonathan Militia. He's got 2 in the Gears holiday season, which got axed. But
Yeah, I'm depressed.
it was an awesome, awesome run. And something that I don't think, Militia's going to forget anytime soon. Were you guys in the Global Gym voice chat, or where were you?
No, we were in Road Soda on the 5th Roush
shit.
car. And
There
that
we
team
go.
tonight 'cause I have no teammates.
Here,
But
we're
yeah,
gonna
have a
talk-
good one up there.
Yeah, Mike, you're on the pole and don't have an EOL. How do you feel about getting
I
your
don't.
first win at Pocono?
Yeah, thankfully I don't have an EOL after I get the pull. That would really suck. I don't know what I have. I didn't really practice much. I feel like this track and this car combo is pretty familiar, though. It feels like Pocono, so
Sure.
put down a pretty good lap. Gonna be interesting how much the tires fall off, if much at all. Obviously the draft's gonna play a part. We got almost 30 people in this race, so it's a good turnout. So it's probably gonna be a pretty exciting race, I would
It
imagine.
should be 75 laps of very interesting racing for the inaugural season of the ISRL. Mike, congrats, man, and lead us to victory here, bud.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Thank you. Again, Mike DeWalt, that 5 Toyota Camry on the front row again. I totally forgot about the EOLs. It's kind of a new thing, so forgive me as I'm stumbling my way through it. But they are just about finished with practice here. We're going to take 60 seconds. This is the Kennametal 188 at Pocono for the ISRL, powered by THDesigns, right here on the Horseboat Network. All right, bringing you back in now for the ISRL, powered by THDesigns for the Kennametal 188 at Pocono Raceway, sponsored by none other than Kennametal. Thank you again for your participation as we get ready to start 75 laps at Pocono, race 8 of 15. Got to ask a quick question here because I forgot to ask it. But we're going to roll with it. Get ready for this grid walk. Again, we are in the nitty-gritty of the playoffs. Matt Fleming, pretty much the top 3, top 4 pretty much are in. And the rest is pretty chaotic where they're going to fall. Again, next couple weeks are going to be pretty intense before we get to the break. And then the playoffs kick on the whole month of January. It's going to be buck wild at the OK Corral in the ISRL. But again, we are fucking here for it. And I hope you are too. Again, thank you if you're watching on the playback. If you're hanging out on the couch, watching this one back, we appreciate you. Let's get ready for the grid walk here. On the front row, the 5 of Mike DeWalt. Seems like he's up here nearly every week. Outside of him and with the EOL, Jonathan Militia in the 69. Row number 2, you have the 25 of Skylar Comstock and the 84 of Brad Gutierrez. In row 3, you have the 3 of Jeremy Eshelman and the 13 of Nathan Fuller, which didn't show up yet. In row 4, you have the 42 of Christopher Pugliese and the 63 of Henry Kalhoff. Row 5, you have the 55 of Thomas Meeks the third and his teammate, the 28 of William Robbins. Looks like in row number 6, you have the 11 of Min Hang and the 43 of Josh Cole. In row 7, you have the 16 of Ryan Robertson and the 4 of Nicholas Van Hebert. In row 8, you have the 24 of Rob Rossello and the 8 of Matthew Fleming. In row 9, you have the 1 of Joseph Enright and the 27 of Nathaniel Fryman. In row 10, you have the 20 of Scott Bell and the 2 of Cody Keller. In row 11, you have the 10 of Nick Tarana and the 39 of John Fenoy. In row 12, you have the 99 of Steven Jr. and the 19 of Alex Snyder. In row 13, you have Andrew Sanford on the 37 and the 60 of Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. I don't know what number he is anymore. Row 14, you have the 448 of Tristan Acevedo and the 97 of Dusty Wells. And starting in last in the caboose, the 22 of Daniel Big Daddy Pinkston. As we get set for green flag action, saying their prayers, T's and P's. We are getting ready to go, and it looks like everybody, again, as they get going, I'll remind everybody of that. Again, penalty report. So you're going to see the 13 and the 448, the 39, 69 all go to the back. Scott Bell looks like he's not here, I believe. Nope, Scott Bell is here. He'll be in the back. And then I did not see Connor Rowe, though. Doesn't look like he is here. So the only one not to serve their penalty here tonight will be Connor Rowe. Everybody else will be going with an EOL. That's good news for everybody else, but at the same time could be a scary proposition. You have guys that you know are fast. But that was a long pause. Sorry, I got distracted. You know, it's good news if you are getting a couple spots and moving up with those guys getting an EOL. But then you got those guys coming up through the field. And do you want that? I don't know if you want that necessarily. Some guy all over you. Or you're just trying to get going because these guys are going to make a major push. I know a couple of these guys are going to make a major push to start this race. But I am ready to go, and I hope you are too. And Pocono's kind of a big track, so it takes a minute to get around. But we are set, ready to rumble. For the Kennametal 188 at Pocono, we are ready. Let's get it on. It's green for the ISRL. Dicing to the inside is that Hams. 24 is that? 25, Skylar Comstock. Already beaten and banging 3 and 4 wide back here. Christopher Pugliese, Fryman, drop it like a hot rock. Oh, the tunnel turn is going to be nutty. Oh, I knew it. Oh, goodness gracious. It is. There is misconduct all over the track, and that's a good thing. We are here for it, but your leader for lap 1 is going to be Brad Gutierrez. Only one ducking down here on the front stretch is going to be Mike DeWalt. Maybe. Nope, he's going to duck back in. Going to be third. Henry Kalhoff right there in front. Back out in front now is the 84. On a tear this season so far. Oh, we just saw it. Yeah, we got action. Chris Pugliese in the wall. And you know what that means. Time to back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISR instant replay. It looks like nothing triggered in my history report. So we're just going to go to Pugliese and find out what the hell happened. Oh, yeah. We just saw it as we were switching screens. Typical Fox coverage. 3 wide. Everybody's doing fine, and then they just got into each other. Very incidental. Nothing. Really a nothing burger, as it were. Just getting a little too close. But you know, it was Thanksgiving. Maybe they were saying hello. Who knows? Who knows? Looks like everybody is going to be okay. Really not much damage done to that. But there it is. Caution number 1. For this race. Again, a couple laps in. Bumps in the road. That's okay. Just dying over here. Don't worry. Here cheering on the flagship team. Landon had his baby. She is gorgeous. Very beautiful. Super cute. Shared a picture with me. Again, middle name's xHoRsEbOaTx, so I'm happy about that. Maybe not legally, but in my heart. All right? In my heart. Plus, I don't want to pay child support, man. That could be rough. See if anybody's going to hit pit lane. Looks like we have a couple takers. Oh yeah, everybody back there gonna get some fuel. That's gonna work out, looks like. And I don't want to queue it up too soon. But if we're looking at the series schedule, so next week we are heading out west. Going to wonderful Las Vegas for the Beer Drinkers 165, presented by Porter the Dog, sponsored by Jeremy Eshelman. That'll be a night if you have beer. You're going to want to get it and have some along with me tonight or next week. We might be playing some games. We'll see. Some mini games. That sounds kind of fun as we are on the cusp of the playoffs. Hard to believe we are in December already, but again, Beer Drinkers 165, presented by Porter the Dog, next week at Las Vegas. Again, first caution of the night. Little collision between Cody Keller and the 42 of Chris Glees. They have seemed to have worked things out. Let's do a stupid drone cam. See what that gives us. Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Again, hopefully you're having a great Tuesday night. Great holiday season. A lot going on out there. It's time for another beer. When they get back to it, Brad Gutierrez, again, has led every lap so far. All, what, 6 we have? 5 or 6 we have gotten through. But he certainly is a strong car. And obviously, if you could take care of these tires here at Pocono, you could probably last a good time. Matt says, typical Fox coverage. Yeah, you know. This is how it goes, man. It's how it goes. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Getting ready to get set. You got Brad Gutierrez, Henry Kalhoff, Mike DeWalt, Skylar Comstock, William Roberts, Jeremy Ushman, Thomas Meeks, Josh Cole, Matthew Fleming, and Min Hang. As we get ready, the pace car lights are off. Working through turn 3. 84 is going to have control in the restart zone. And we are going back at it as it's going to be green for the Kennametal 188. We are going after it. Oh, shit. Holy cow.
Anything to say about your car?
That was amazing. Oh, boy. Do we have a lot to unpack? I hope this is not an indication of what the night's going to be like. Oh, my God. We're going to slow it down because we saw it in real time from this angle. Let's clock it back just a little bit. Let's see if we get a little closer. Oh, looks like Robertson. We need to go back from that position. That's where it seems to all begin, right around here. I don't know if it's necessarily him, though, but let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right, they are in the restart zone. They take off. Waiting for it, and it looks like all right, so we see him checking up, bang. And then just a wrong push from the 8 and the 55, and then the 16 just was like, fuck it, I'm going in. Fleming into the 24, 27 there. Oh, boy. It just gets buck wild from there. And then 10 of Tirana Jr. You got Fryman involved right there. Keller involved in another one. I mean, holy shit. Holy shit, man. Yeah, boom, boom. Oh, my goodness. Fitzpatrick involved in that. I see Joseph Enright. Good golly. Nicholas Van Emert, his car is fucked. Good gravy, my man. I'm gonna watch that back one more time because it was, I mean, it was pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, it was really entertaining. Oh man, wow. Well, Militia nowhere to go. Fenoy nowhere to go. And looks who gets through unscathed. Chris Pugliese in that Pepsi car. As well as Alex Snyder's stupid-ass PlayStation car. I said what I said. Just kidding. I'm just giving Alex Snyder a hard time. Matt, like the live. Thank you very much for that over on TikTok. Again, I am on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Able to do it all now. I feel like a superhuman on the internet. Now I just need more eyeballs. We are having fun at Pocono so far for the Kennametal 188. Spent most of it so far under caution, but having a great time while doing it. Wonder how this guy's doing. If you know, you know. You know what I can't wait for, ladies and gentlemen? Horse Boat and Friends golf action. I want to get a season together next year. We might do a special holiday edition. I would like to get some of the boys together, maybe do a scramble, make it live for everyone to view and watch as we embarrass ourselves. But Golf Plus is an amazing game. If you don't have it on VR, I would suggest it. I would implore you to get it. For the second caution, we're barely 10 laps in, but we're going to hang out together as we go around the track and watch this together. Want to point out, these drivers are really good. It's just tonight has been probably a little bit tense because of the playoffs closing in, or Flagship just straight up goofing around. But either way, pace car lights are off, which means the music goes off. And we are going to get back at it, hopefully with a clean start this time. Green, green, green for the Kennametal 188. Oh, DeWalt. Like the dominant pup in the breed, or the brood, whatever you want to call him. Getting to that spot first, putting his nose in there and claiming it's mine. P2 has been the kind of a thing for Mike DeWalt over the years from watching him. But a guy I would call Mr. Consistent. He really is. He's always up near the front. Even when he doesn't feel like he has a top 3 car, sometimes he's just able to put it in there. Josh Cole in the 43. As these guys go around Pocono, there is a lot of jockeying for position on the front stretch. You're going to see serpentines. Right on board with the 55 of Thomas. Hide your mom or he'll clap those cheeks. Meeks. Some good sound right there. And there you go. You see it start. Once they get single filed, that's what they like to do. But Brad Gutierrez has been the front runner all night long so far. Big shout out to this guy in the 28, William Robbins. Running in the top 5 right now. Pocono seems to be a strong point for him. Ryan Robertson right there in 9th. I kind of just want to make like paper towel toilet jokes all night. I don't know. David, how's it going over there on TikTok? Brad Gutierrez, Mike DeWalt, Henry Calhoff, Skylar Comstock, and William Robbins, your top 5 with Josh Cole, Thomas Meeks, Min Hang, Ryan Robertson, and Nathan Fuller rounding out your top 10. Let's ride on board with somebody. Let's make a friend. Jeremy Ushman it is. Oh, I think he got new triple monitors. I wonder how those are. Probably pretty dope. Henry Calhoff in the 63. A driver who has fallen out of the points, but hopefully he'll make a climb back up there. And that CB Fabricating 63 only took me 8 races to understand what his car said. But doing quite well here tonight, sitting in 3rd. Uh-oh. Brad Gutierrez almost DC'd. Looks like he's having an internet issue. Looks like he's back for now. Yikes. Brad Gutierrez, Mike DeWalt, Henry Calhoff, William Robbins, and Skylar Comstock, your top 5 with Josh Cole, Thomas Meeks, Min Hang, Ryan Robertson, and Cordy Keller, your top 10. Now, with these early cautions, you're not going to see these guys coming in anytime soon if this stays green. Again, they've had multiple opportunities to pit. So hopefully they'll be out there for quite some time. I would imagine they're sitting about 20 to 22 laps for fuel. I might have done the math wrong. I said I was fast at math, not good at math. Again, wherever you're watching from, do appreciate that. Hanging out and having a good time, enjoying some racing. Again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand that. Watching cars go around. But there's a lot of strategy at play here. Again, there's no stages. So if this thing goes green, fuel mileage plays an important role. People like stage racing, other people don't. For me, I can watch a long green flag run. Doesn't get dry, but that's why you got me. I can hang out with you. I got stories. Dumb shit I can tell you. It's right on board. Rob Russello with the Kennametal sponsored car. And Rob Russello Jr. Another one of these drivers. With a baby on the way. Any day now. Congratulations to the Russello family. Pray that it all goes well. It'll be a fun time to be a dad, Rob, for sure. Seems like he has good temperament for it. Good sense of sarcasm as well. I love it. Looking at Jonathan Militia in the 69. Again, had to start in the back with an EOL. Last week, or 2 weeks ago now, sponsor of the Road Soda race at Charlotte, the Road Soda Sports Night. I think 225. Big shout out to the 97 of Dustin Wells. I say that he's gone and now he's back. Doing a great job in that quad lock 97 Chevrolet. If he can stay on the track. One of the biggest movers, 14 spots from where he began, started 28th, now up to 14th. Big shout out to Tristan Acevedo in that Georgia Bulldog 448. Started 27th, has worked his way up all the way to 16th. Having a solid run in that 448 car. Brian Robertson hanging around in 9th, having a bueno time. Ooh, Steven Jr. Oh, his car is fucked up. Let's see what happened to him. All right, let's back it up, see what we can see with him. His car looks pretty toasted at this moment in time. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, his car's already pretty wrecked at that point. Just can't keep it together. Praise to Jesus. Hits the wall. Damn. That is a bummer. Poor Junior. That's such a badass car. Looks like he's going to park it. Mike DeWalt getting on his horse. Close the gap up a little bit. Josh Cole making it work as well. just about a third of the way through it in this race. Another one of the longer ones here tonight. Probably could have gone, I don't know, longer or shorter. I don't know. And I forgot to mention that last week was double points. So that's why there was such a jump in the points. But I digress. It has been a great race here so far. Now that they've been able to stay green, they really have been able to log some good laps. Knock on wood. Looks like William Robbins now, Mike DeWalt, rallying the troops here. See if they can get a run on this young man known as Brad Gutierrez. He gets a win and he just thinks he's a champion all of a sudden. Let's be real, the 84 has consistent speed. He's logged one of the best laps of the night. But you know who logged the best lap of the night so far? That man sitting in second place right now. And Mike DeWalt owns the fastest lap here tonight. Right on board with the 63 of Henry Kalhoff. And it's been competitive all night long. These guys have not let each other go. Love or hate him, Brad Gutierrez is a contender, a clear-cut contender here. Matthew Fleming riding around in 16th right now, pretty much where he began. So he is no threat right now as we are a third of the way through this race. And it looks like Brad Gutierrez ducking to pit lane, going to exit a little earlier than most. Ryan Robertson, Cody Keller, Dusty Wells on that train as well. Mike DeWalt, your pole sitter, back out in front. Gotta imagine what kind of strategy is at play there for Brad and the rest of those guys. But I'm in the booth for a reason. I'm not on the track. We are going to take 30 seconds. I'm going to take a short break here. Looks like everybody else is coming in right now. We'll be back in just a moment. We are back for the Kennametal 188. Hopefully you enjoyed some car noises. I think I'm getting congested, which sucks. Well, we'll work with it. Out in front right now is the 69 of Jonathan Militia, leading his first laps of the race. Having a bueno time is the 69 Marlboro Coors Banquet Beers Toyota Camry. Then you got Jeremy Eshelman behind him, Nathaniel Fryman in the 27 Kodiak, and the 8 of Matthew Fleming. So again, with this green flag run, you are seeing strategies here at play, and they are taking place right now. Whoa, looks like Fleming gave him a little nudge. Shout out to Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. in that 60 car Kroger Ford Mustang. He is having himself a ball. Again, he started 26th, currently up to 8th. Jonathan Militia exiting stage left. Jeremy Eshelman becomes the leader now. 31 of 75 in the books. Again, early on, we thought that maybe it might have been a caution fest getting 3 early on. But they have since changed it up, got their stuff together, and are knocking this thing out, which is great. Here's the 19 of Alex Snyder, currently running in 5th. Everybody, just tell them PlayStation sucks. It's all right. Things looks like a fan. Jeremy Eshelman in the pits now, so is Acevedo. Christopher Pugliese looks like he is going to pit as well. Will Snyder follow suit? Looks like he will. Yes, he will. And it's swinging it back around now to, what do you know, the USF Magic Man, Brad Gutierrez. He is the Torre Hunter. You know, remember the days like Dog the Bounty Hunter? I would love a TV show with Brad Gutierrez as Brad the Torta Hunter. Even if it was like a mini series on YouTube, I would watch that. That would be funny to me if the 84, and I know you guys don't know Brad, but this guy hunts tortas like it's going out of style. Like this guy goes after it. And I just wish he just had a GoPro and was able to be like, watch me take this one down. Just kidding. Sitting in third, lurking, is William Robbins, having an excellent run. So is Nathan Fuller, bouncing back after an EOL, getting involved in some action. But since then, in that Not Your Father's Root Beer Horse Boat and Friends Golf Tour sponsored Toyota Camry, they are moving along just fine. I love the name over here, and folks, you can't see it because it's over on TikTok. No Pants Pooh Bear. That is fantastic. scared him off. I always scare people off. It's fun. It's a good time. Brad Gutierrez out in front, dominating per usual right now here at Pocono. Seems to be his track here for the so-called tricky triangle. And not much movement here as we go along. Let's find some exciting stuff. I clicked the exciting button. Let's see what happened. This is what we got. Oh, back up to the front. Gutierrez, DeWalt, and Robbins, your top three. You're looking at them. Let's ride along with the 28 of William Robbins. Having a good race here. Robbins starting in 10th. Has really never left the top 10 all night. Take a look back here, see who we can see. Everybody's spread out, man. This is crazy. Oh, and it looks like maybe Robertson hit the wall. He might have just scraped it. Probably looked worse than what it was. Not much to speak about here on the track. Everybody's kind of spread out, just racing each other hard, working it, girlfriend. Them coming in was right around the window I expected, about 22 laps. So if that's the case, they're going to have to pit at least one more time. Maybe twice. We'll see. And as these guys are going around the track and having a good time, one more time here. And I've partnered with DistroKid to get my album out there. Again, followed by None, coming out on January 6, 2026. Available for pre-save December 12th. Again, that's going to be everywhere you listen to your music. Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. It's going to be there for you. You can pre-save it, get ready to go. 12 tracks. All riffs I haven't used and other things. Very happy to share it with you. And hopefully you'll listen and enjoy it too. Again, that's me. That's out there. Followed by None coming out here. Pre-save starting December 12th. It's going to be fun. Hope to have you along for it. Brad Gutierrez, Mike DeWalt, William Robbins, Min Hang, Henry Kalhoff, your top five. Skylar Comstock, Thomas Meeks, Josh Cole, Jonathan Militia, and Ryan Robertson rounding out your top 10. DeWalt all over the back end of the 84. Let's ride along with the 5. just really staying on him. He's not trying to do too much. You can kind of tell he's really not trying to be racy with him. He's just trying to hang with him right now. William Robbins kind of hanging back. I don't know if it's the car or if it's just him kind of hanging around. He's kind of doing a similar thing. Sad story here for Christopher Pugliese. Had a strong top 10 in his hands starting on in the grid inside of the top 10. Has fallen back now all the way to 28th. Poor guy. Back up here to what is exciting. This is what it is. Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez. Are we going to see a changing of the guard? Not this time around. Into the tunnel turn, turn 2. Little changes of line there for the two gentlemen. They will join back up top side. Going to the bottom is Mike DeWalt. Oh, he was going to jump back in, but here we go. He's going to take over the lead. He said, that's my ball. Oh, can he clear him? Brad's going to give him a run for it. Christopher Pugliese, the roadblock between them for the lead. Here we go. I don't think there was contact there, but definitely good racing to the inside. Mike DeWalt for the lead. And he clears him. But is that enough to hold him? Going to lead that lap and feel good about it. He worked for it. Now going to hunt down Pugliese to put him a lap down. .42 of 75 in the bank. They have been green since about lap 10 or 12. It's been good racing to watch. Oh, Gutierrez hitting the wall. Not good news for the body shop. Excuse me, for his team. Good news for the body shop. If they were made out of metal. They're not. Oh, my goodness. They're made out of cardboard. Oh, goodness. Pugliese is trying to stay racy while going a lap down, trying to fight for it. Almost gave him the business. But DeWalt out in front. Brad Gutierrez, William Robbins, Minden Hag, Skylar Comstock, Henry Kalhoff, Josh Cole, Thomas Meeks, Jonathan Militia, and Rob Rossello Jr. rounding out your top 10. Again, this up front battle is the most exciting thing, so we're going to stay right here. Battling for every inch. Brad loves battling for inches. Again, you have Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, and William Robbins. 1, 2, and 3 going through the chute. And it looks like Mike is going to take off here for a minute. William Robbins to the inside. Robbins going to pass Gutierrez. So I don't know if Gutierrez is slow playing it or what it could be right now. But that hasn't been his MO all night. So this is very interesting to say the least. Keeps taking me back here, but we're going to take a look around, see what we can see. Matthew Fleming, your points leader. Now up to 12th, trying to work his way back up to the lead. If he can make it there, we will see. Has yet to lead a lap here tonight. See Robertson going into pit lane. Got to say his name right. Don't want to mess that up. This guy who signs my paychecks. Jonathan Militia riding along with Thomas Meeks. Two really funny personalities clashing right now. What you're seeing here is a battle for 7th. Militia doing the work and getting around him. Going to take that away, but there is a big gap between 6th and 7th. You see coming in the frame right about now. There's Henry Kalhoff right there in 6th. So Militia has a lot of ground to make up, but he's doing a damn good job. Currently running, in 6th. Looks like somebody pulled off. Looks like Brad Gutierrez has pitted. The Lone Ranger out there. That is very interesting, folks, because then you see shortly after Mike DeWalt follows. So we'll see if that happens this time around. It does not. Robbins does. Hang does. Comstock does. Mike DeWalt, true Lone Ranger right now with a 6-second lead on second place car, Henry Kalhoff. See what else is going on. Looks like Brad back in 17th, out on the track. Here's some other exciting stuff. Fenoy going in. Nick Tirana right there. We're looking at him. Nathan Fuller and Josh Cole. This is 17th, 18th, and 19th. Looking now at Jeremy Eshelman, currently in 4th. Mike DeWalt has pit himself back out, currently running in 11th. Kalhoff, your leader. And it looks like he is now going to pit. Let's see if Jonathan Militia follows suit. Says, no way, Jose. Meeks and Rossello do. For what could be the last time. Jonathan Militia, your leader with 25 laps to go in the Kennametal 188. Yeah, next week for the the Beer Drinkers 165, presented by Porter the Dog, sponsored by Jeremy Eshelman. That'll be a fun one at Las Vegas. When we get there, we'll just have 2 races left to decide who's in the playoffs and who's not. Updated points, schedule, EOLs, and so much more right here on the Horse Boat Network. I can say that now. We're on multiple channels. It's crazy. $24 laps to go. Militia taking it to the limit. Maybe he's hoping for a late race caution. But he is getting every drop out of that Toyota. He last pit on lap 30. Jeremy Eshelman now just about 2 seconds back there. Cody Keller in between the two. As this continues to play out, it gets more and more interesting, but it looks like it's going to work right back around into Brad Gutierrez's hands with Mike DeWalt in tow. But Militia is going to savor this moment while he can. But it looks like now he is going to pit. And the lead now will go to Jeremy Eshelman. I don't know if he's going to win the race right now. But he's having a hell of a run in that 3 car. Nathaniel Fryman about almost 19 seconds back. Your second place guy. That tells you anything. They have done a good job on this long green flag run. And as I mentioned, Brad Gutierrez, Mike DeWalt, this is all coming back to them now. It's been a 2-car battle most of the night, but I think William Robbins and even Min Hang can be late contenders for this one, folks. Min Hang is good at stealing the show at the right time. He just needs to be there. Hang has never wavered so far. Does he go to the inside of John Fenoy to put him a lap down? But with 20 laps to go, Fenoy hitting the wall. Using the right side of his car like sandpaper against it. We have Gutierrez in the 84, DeWalt in the 5, and William Robbins in the 28. These 3 right now, among them, 84, the only winner in this league right now. Among them, the only winner. Billy Bob the Joe, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that over on TikTok. That's super dope. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm over on Twitch and YouTube as well. But Brad has led a lot of this race here tonight. The 84 USF machine. Mike DeWalt has led some of it as well. A really good contested battle here with 20 to go. Let's ride on board with the man watching it all, the 28 of William Robbins. DeWalt establishing position to the inside, gonna make a move. They might have touched. And I don't mean tips. Robbins gonna make a move. This just got a hell of a lot more interesting. Good Lord, it's not 10 to go, it's only 20 to go. 19 to go now. But they are racing hard and they are racing good. Brad going to hold it back now. Going back out into first. Saying, calm down, guys, I got this. And DeWalt going to the inside, no takers. But likes that inside line going into turn 2. Excuse me, turn 3. I apologize. I looked away for just a split second. This is Brad's race to lose. Could he win a second race on the season, or maybe Min Hang comes up and upsets for his second win? Oh, Mike hits the wall hard. No doubt his car is in some trouble with a capital T. Oh, yeah, you see him falling fast right now. He's got to keep it together. But that opened up the door for the 11 and the 28 indefinitely. DeWalt having to go in, yep. As suspected. He's got to do it. Now he has to hope for a late rate caution. That's how it's gone for some of these drivers. One false move and it's all over. Gutierrez has almost a second on William Robbins and Min Hang. Robbins trying to make a run. It would mean a lot to Robbins to get one here in the ISRL. We are 8 races in. Could he be the man to take race 8 here? He has a teammate in Matthew Fleming, who has won, I think, 3 or 4 of the inaugural season races here in the ISRL. William Robbins wants a piece of that pie, and for sure. But Brad has been racing his ass off this year. The races he has been in contention. This one, no doubter. The Torre Hunter is trying to win again. If it could happen, it definitely would be at the Tricky Triangle. He was good at Indy. Man, he's had some really good cars. Back that ass up. Josh Cole here fighting with Jonathan Militia and Skylar Comstock. This is for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Nick Tirana there in the 10 black, I think Black Rifle Coffee Machine. Something like that. I don't know, guys. Don't kill me for that. Trying to get around him, it may be a challenge. Especially if he fights for it. Let's go back out up near the front now. As space has been created a little bit more between the 84 and the 28. Brad Gutierrez showing why he is a contender and why you should pay close attention to the movements he makes. All that shit talking must be paying off. Must be in the gym. The car is sharp, as it ever is. Very cool design. Always comes prepared. It looks like the gap is certainly closing again. But will it be enough? We are balls deep into this race now. William Robbins is the only hope. He is out of the top three, the only one who has not won this season yet amongst the potential podium finishers here. Again, this week we are at Pocono. Next week we'll be at Las Vegas for the Beer Drinkers 165, sponsored by Porter the Dog and Jeremy Eshelman. Make sure you got your brewskis. Come prepared to drink. We're not getting hammered. We got to go to work tomorrow. But we'll have a good time. For sure. Fenoy hitting pit road. Josh Cole trying not to be shit at fantasy football. Militia having a great time, having a good car. Hats off to the 69 team. Done a good job with this car, putting it in a position to contend. He may not win the race tonight, but he's going to feel real damn good with a top 5. But it is not over. By any means, it is not over. 10 laps to go. William Robbins has parted off, so that leads me to believe they're going to have to pit one more time, and how they pit is going to have big repercussions. But he has, looks like Brad has almost a second on Minhang right now. And Skylar Comstock in that Ham Chevrolet, that 25 car, hanging around all night long. I haven't said his name much, really at all. But he's had a sneaky good night. Loves Skyler, loves what he brings to the table. Very competitive. I dig the way he drives. He's quiet, man. He doesn't say too much. Even when you talk to him, he really doesn't say too much. But I might not know him as well as maybe, some other people know. Whoa, Eshelman hitting the wall. Like a hot dog eating competition participant. That was long for me to say. That sucked. Sorry about that. You shouldn't have to listen to that. But he hit the wall nevertheless. Mike DeWalt has worked his way back up into 12th. Again, they get a fast repair here, so maybe he used it. Maybe he didn't. It doesn't look right. That right front does look like there's a degree of separation. William Robbins now pursuing Rob Rossello. This is for 10th. Robbins very strong here. I would imagine he's going to pass him here any moment. Maybe not, who knows? But the gap has closed. Almost now to a half second. Min Hang trying to put the pressure on. If you know anything, yeah, there we go. Brad having to exit, going to pit lane with 6 laps to go. Damn, girlfriend. And I'm just throwing it out there right now. A wild thing is, this falls right into the lap of William Robbins and Mike DeWalt. Maybe. You hit the wall at the right time. Say, I'll just hit the pits right there. Why not? You're making it to the end from there. Why not? Yep, there goes Min Hang. 5 to go. Here comes Jonathan Militia. Militia, I don't know. Oh, we got a late caution. Dustin Wells has crashed. And that just threw everybody's strategy out the window. But let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. All right, this is the Quad Lock 97 of Dusty Wells. Let's see what happened to him in real time. Bouncing. You just see his car bouncing. He loses it almost in the same spot Gurley did. And then locks it up. Tries to get going right away, but brings out the caution. Again, as a driver, not something you want to do. But safety is important here. You're not trying to put it in the wall there. You're trying to save your car. And then his internet has connection issues. Which I don't know if that played a part in that, but I imagine maybe. Again, there he is. In and out, in and out, in and out. 2-pump chump. And we'll watch that back one more time. Let's see how he was doing maybe a lap previously. Yeah, he's still clipping in and out. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we call packet loss. And that, no doubt, affects your ability to drive your race car effectively. It's a bummer for him. I love Dustin. He's a good dude. Hopefully, you can get that figured out. Because that, no doubt, is affecting your race car and your race, ultimately. I know now with that iRacing update, they ain't playing around. I don't know if they pull you in this, but most definitely in officials, they might. Yeah, here we go. This is where it's going to happen. And he just loses it. That's all right. We don't need to see anymore. Getting ready to go back to green flag action. Green, white checker is what we're going to get here. Mad dash for the cash. I would imagine a lot of guys that have not pitted are going to do so. And it looks like everybody's going to do so. Everyone. I don't see why you wouldn't. You see Matthew Fleming right there. Jonathan Militia on a roll right now with confidence. Does he get this? Does he steal this victory? Who knows? We'll see. I'm excited to find out here. Oh, looks like a little fuel for Matthew Fleming. Matthew Fleming stealing the freaking lead. Wow, folks. Wow. I don't know if he stole the lead. No, he'll be going back at sixth, but just getting a drop of fuel. Man. Guys on another level. Hopefully, I mean, we'll see if it pays off. Hopefully for him it does. He's been a great driver all season long. Again, in other series, he's been just as dominant from what I've heard. But as we get ready to go green flag racing again, we're going to take 30 seconds for this Kennametal 188. Again, this race is the ISRL powered by THDesigns. Tonight's race is sponsored by Kennametal, sponsoring the Kennametal 188 at Pocono. Appreciate the support and supporting the ISRL. Getting ready for the grid here, getting ready to go. I can tell you this, it is going to be spicy for the end of this one. Jeremy Eshelman, Nathaniel Fryman, Josh Cole, Nathan Fuller, Min Hang, Matthew Fleming, William Robbins, Thomas Meeks, Jonathan Militia, and Skylar Comstock. Shit is about to hit the fan. The roar of these engines coming out of two as we get set for hopefully will be the final time here tonight. Jeremy Eshelman, that blue number 3, gonna lead us down for the green-white checkers here at Pocono for the Kennametal 188. We are green, green, green. Here we go. DeWalt, you see just entering the frame, coming out of 3. He's at full speed. I see Rob Rossello. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fitzpatrick, Rossello. And, oh.
Forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did.
Damn, I knew it was going to happen. I just had a feeling. Back that ass up and see what we can see. In the ISRL instant replay, let's go to the hood, or the blimp cam, meandyourmom.com. Enright had him. Gutierrez finished him off. And then Fitzpatrick got clipped. And it looks like everybody is going to be okay, question mark? Oh, yeah. Brad's like, fuck that guy. Yeah, everybody kept it going for the most part. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, DeWalt did not. Oh. We got to watch DeWalt. We got to watch DeWalt. Back it up. Back it up. I mean, what do you do if you're Mike DeWalt here? He's coming around. It's like, oh, shit. He's like, oh, shit. Boom. That right front has taken a beating tonight. I mean, a beating. Pace car finally catching up. And next week we will be at Las Vegas with 2 races left in the ISRL regular season. The Beer Drinkers 165 presented by the handsome Porter the Dog. Sponsored by Jeremy Eshelman. Right here December 9th. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Again, come about 15 minutes early. Listen to the vibes, hang out, get ready to rock and roll as we get locked in for the ISRL playoffs here on the Horseboat Network. Some drivers ducking into the pits one more time. Again, this race has been very good in the meat portion. But in the beginning, at the end, towards the end here, has been a little bit rough. They're going to have to figure that out in the future as we get closer to crunch time. We're going to have to go around one more time, and we are going to get our second green-white checker of the evening. Hopefully we can get this done. They've done a good job here so far. I can't complain too much. Drivers really have put on a show tonight at Pocono, especially when they get drawn out. It does get a little dry, let's be honest. But it's not bad. It's good for the drivers. They're having fun. They're having a good time. And that is what we are here to see. And Pocono, not everybody's cup of tea, but I certainly enjoy it. It's a great one to call every time I call it. And always happy to come back to the Tricky Triangle whenever she invites me. Jeremy Eshelman still on this front row, but Min Hang is right there. Josh Cole, Nathaniel Fryman, Nathan Fuller, Matthew Fleming, Thomas Meeks, William Robbins, Jonathan Militia, and Skylar Comstock, all right there. Min Hang has won in this series. Fuller has won in this series. Matthew Fleming has won in this series. Outside of that, in the top 10, 3 of the 10 have won. But just outside the top 10, you have Henry Kalhoff and Brad Gutierrez. Brad Gutierrez, hungry like the Torta Wolf. I'm just going to keep making those jokes because I love it. I love it, and I love him. He's a great guy. But that is his name. Sorry, not sorry. All right, it's almost time to take our balls and go home. Can Jeremy Eshelman pull out the unthinkable? Can he do this? Again, Ash, not necessarily my pick for tonight's race. Although he is a pretty damn good driver. You see him up towards the front. But he hasn't been there up until late here. The late bloomer. Does he have it in him? We are about to find out. 3 going to be in the restart zone here as we get started. Back to green flag action.
Green flag.
Green, 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 leading us off over the start-finish line, and off we go yet again into the night. Oh, shit. And we see a bunch of people. We got another big one.
Second. Caution for
Damn.
in the wall.
Ryan Robertson, John Fenoy, Dusty Wells, Nick Tarana, Scott Bell, I think I said him, and, Robertson right there. Back it up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Yikes. As soon as I clicked on this, I'm like, wow. All right, so let's back it up just a touch. The Walt looks like he made a little move there. Up, getting loose around. He goes, boom! His front end is gone. And that is that. Yeah, Mike DeWalt just eating it hard. Yeah, got real McNasty right here. He's trying to make moves, I get it. But there it goes. Tyrannosaurus says, rawr, boom. Now, he didn't lose that front end like I thought he did, but it is messed up. So if he has that fast repair, might be pretty good to use it now. Let's see what happened to Fitzpatrick here. Oh! Oh, and Fenoy just collateral damage. That's all I can say. I think this is the last one. I think you only get 3. So if they don't get it now, it's pretty much Dunbar. And for your folks at home, we're going to take another 30 seconds here as we get ready for the conclusion of the Kennametal 188. Bring you back in now. Need to take a moment myself, stretch the legs. But Jeremy Eschman holding it down through the first two green and white checker attempts. Third time, maybe the charm here tonight. If he can hold on, I think he gets the win. I don't think there's unlimited. I think you only get 3 tries here in the ISRL, which I think is pretty standard. I don't know about y'all in the chat, but I think that's pretty standard. But it looks like, again, Jeremy Eschman, Min Hang, Nathan Fuller, Josh Cole, Matthew Fleming, William Robbins, Thomas Meeks, Jonathan Militia, Skylar Comstock, and Henry Kalhoff. Got Jonathan Militia in the mix. Anybody's ball game here tonight. Matthew Fleming right there trying to get another dub. What it would mean to him to get another dub. I mean, let's look at it real quick while we've got a second. He's got 4 wins on the year, 6 top 5s. Just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy. Mike DeWalt looks finished here tonight. That accident was the final blow. I think he might be trying to get fixed up. But damn, he took some hits. And I'm not talking the greatest hits. Adversity to come for some of these drivers. Can they throw it down and pull out the victory? Again, you're looking at Hang, Fuller, and Fleming all have won, and Brad Gutierrez now sneaking inside the top 10. So now 4 out of the 10. Have been victorious. Here we go. Pace car is off, and we are back at it again for the Kennametal 188. Green, white checkered, 3rd attempt. Star Killer with the follow. Thank you so much. Over on TikTok, I appreciate that a lot. Eshelman holding it down. If you can't hear me, that's because there's a lot of cars. Eshelman to the top now. Min Hang all over that back bumper going through turn 2 through the chute. Oh, and that's going to be it.
Did you hear any static? Like somebody was keying up on your radio?
I think that's going to be it.
10-4.
Yeah, that is going to be it. Jeremy Eshelman is going to win the Kennametal 188. He fucking did it. And let's see why that came out. William Robbins and Brad Gutierrez looks like they got together. Let's see what happened here. You're looking at the 84 South Florida in the middle with that Flem Dogs 28 on the right side outside lane there going into that turn. Let's see it in real time. Oh, yeah. Boom. And just took him with him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is sexual tension written all over it. Wow. But that's going to do it. Jeremy Eshelman is going to take the checker flag here, get his first win in the ISRL. I love this. I love a win for this guy. He has waited a while for this. He has waited a while for this, I am sure. And I'm sure he's very excited. Again, ISRL post-race show to follow here. It's going to be a short one. It's going to be a short show here tonight, but we'll get her done. But yeah, there we go. They crossed the line. That's what you got. Checkered flag's going to fall. Jeremy Eshelman, Min Hang, Josh Cole, Nathan Fuller, Jonathan Militia, Matthew Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Henry Kalhoff, Rob Rosello Jr., and Skylar Comstock, your top 10. But your winner here tonight, Jeremy Eshelman, doing the unthinkable and making it fucking happen. Good for you, 3-car, getting into victory lane here at Pocono. Oh, yeah. Everybody giving him some love. You know it. This means a lot to the guy. I think he just got new monitors, too. So I'm excited. He's always had a fast car. Cool as hell to see him succeed and get that win, and get that checkered flag. He's going to savor this one for a minute. Again, he shows up every week, so he's pretty much in. As we get ready, hopefully we can talk to him, Min Hang, and Josh Cole here in just a moment. Oh my goodness. Shit just got real out there. Oh yeah, he's gonna burn it down. Let's watch him enjoy and celebrate in this moment. Josh, we're going to bring you in, finishing third tonight, dude. You had a great night, finishing third in that fantasy football ESPN machine. How are you feeling after this?
Oh, man. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Yeah, top 3, man. You can't hate on that in the least. But, yeah, describe your night in 30 seconds or less. Give me something.
Man, I pretty much had a top 10 car pretty much all night. Fuel strategy got me because I stayed out right before that long green flag. And I just ended up pitting early. And I took tires when I did. And then luckily that late caution came out and everybody hit pit road. So it got me the spot up there to hold on to third.
That's awesome. I mean, third place finish, super good, especially for these points and how it's coming down with these. We have 2 races after this before the playoffs hit. So congratulations, man. Third place, fucking awesome. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just the guys at Road Soda and Mike also. Mike was in there with us tonight. You know, everybody's working good together. Everybody stayed together. It was great drafting with those guys. Militia had it won. He had the fuel to get to the end, and that late caution kind of got him. So shout out to him. He should have got this one. But all in all, had a great night.
Well, congratulations, man. Third place finish. I know you ain't going to be bitching about that one going to work tomorrow. Congratulations, man.
Hell no. Appreciate it, buddy.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Let's get Min Hang finishing in second place here tonight. Solid run for you. Started, I believe, 11th. You know, you were always up front all night long. Led a couple laps, I believe. But again, describe your night. How'd it go?
Yeah, we're kind of putting a little bit of hole. Qualifying 11th is where I usually go, and so that kind of put us, back in there. Had to catch up to the first, the lead group with the draft and everything. So it was kind of a battle of attrition, and then ultimately we got saved by like the caution before the green white checkers because there was going to be a lot of people who only two stop that could make it, and yeah, that caution saved me because I pit right when it came out and I was able to put on tires during the caution. So for once, I didn't actually get screwed by the caution, which was nice. But second was all she wrote, unfortunately. If we didn't end under yellow, I think I would have had Jeremy by like the corner before the white. But that didn't happen. So, but overall, it's a good day. I'm happy to come second.
Well, congratulations, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, man, I got to shout out the teammates, shout out Brad, shout out Skylar, all of them, as always, working together, strategy and all that. So can't go wrong with it, man.
Fantastic, bro. Well, again, it's always nice to interact with you in the booth. Again, you always seem to be up near the front. So congratulations, and we'll see you here next week.
Yeah, man. Cheers to more.
And your winner in the booth right meow. The number 3 of Jeremy Eshelman. Jeremy showed up late, showed up hungry, and guess what? You got a plate. Congratulations on your first win of the year in the ISRL. How are you feeling after that 75-lap jaunt?
At this point, I'm ecstatic. I can't believe that I actually pulled that off.
That was pretty dope. Now, I got to ask, did you get your monitor set up, dude?
I did. It's been a bit of a struggle the last day or so. But yeah, I got to use them tonight for the first time in a league race. So that's pretty cool to get that done.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, you got the floor, man. Give me a description about your night and how it went down.
I think I felt pretty confident coming into it. My pace and practice was good. During the race, I thought I was going about 8th to 10th. I topped off one of those early cautions just in case it ran green, and it did. And then I thought that green-white checker was going to screw me. I thought I was guaranteed a second, which I would have been happy with. And that caution came out. I wasn't sure I had enough fuel to make it through all of them. Thank God I did.
I mean, it was fantastic. I didn't know if you had the car or not, but you kept hanging on and hanging on and hanging on, and you finally made it. Third time was a charm. You couldn't get completely around the track, but you were out in front with the victory. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I mean, first the teammates, Skid Row with Rob and Enright. So those guys are good. Smokey helped me through some technical support this week, so without his help, I wouldn't be using my new rig. So shout out to him too.
Fantastic. Well, Jeremy, you are officially a winner in the ISRL. Hopefully, you can go back-to-back next week with Las Vegas coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, and that's my sponsored race, so it's a good setup.
Yeah, I mean, that is a great segue while we have you in here. Next week, we're going to Las Vegas for the Beer Drinkers 165, presented by Porter the Dog, and yours truly over here, Jeremy Eshelman, sponsoring the race. Again, Jeremy, congratulations on your victory, and savor this one heading into next week.
Thank you, man.
You are welcome. Again, tonight, folks, that was a wonderful, wonderful rendition of what this series is. Again, the beginning and the end can get a little rough there, but if there wasn't any drama, it wouldn't be a real race. So I'm happy to watch it, happy to be here. And again, I got to thank you, the viewers, the followers, watching it on playback, watching it live. Oh, wow, we've got Militia subscribing. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. But again, I do want to appreciate all of you for following. Again, Militia subscribing again. He doesn't have to do that. He does it out of the goodness of his heart. But again, you can see us on Twitch, on YouTube, on TikTok. Follow ISRL on X, and view the past races on YouTube or on my channel. They are posted there as well. For everyone at the ISRL, I am Tom Torre, a.k.a. the Horse Boat, wishing you a wonderful work week, and we'll get you right back here for next week for the Beer Drinkers 165 at Las Vegas. Good night, everybody.